Caprice Morin, what's happening, brother?
Good, good. How are you, man?
I'm good, my man. I'm good.
What's going
Thanks for
on,
having me,
Caprice?
guys.
Caprice, turn your phone sideways if you can. That way you're full screen. There you go.
That better?
Much better. Much better. So we were just talking about your favorite airline. What's your favorite airline, Caprice? Milos's favorite airline is Spirit.
Definitely not mine. Delta, maybe Delta.
They're gonna have Milos on Instagram with some big crazy fight or some shit.
So Milos, so what time leave? What time does your flight leave?
Like 11:30, and I'm arriving like 5 o'clock in the morning or something.
Oh, so you
I'm training Samson like around 10.
so you got to get some sleep on the plane.
Hopefully, yeah. You know how that is. You know, those seats don't recline. You know that?
I didn't know. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what you get. They got the cheapest everything.
They don't recline at all.
No.
Zero.
So you got to sit like a soldier, like.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Oh,
But
man.
that's okay. Hey, it comes with the territory. You know. You have to toughen up, man. We are too old.
No, because we are
Listen, we
comfort,
surely
need
are
comfort.
old.
because we are old. I'm not.
Need
I
comfort.
don't want to toughen up no more. My tough times is over with.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get it as comfortable as possible. Whatever I do,
with shoes, everything. You need to be comfortable.
everything slippers. It's all slippers now. So Caprice, man, where you been?
I've been around.
I-
I've been around. I haven't been around the scene.
That's what I'm
Everything
saying.
around the scene.
We're talking about the scene. What happened to Caprice Morin? Where have you been all these years?
Well, of course, as you know, retired and training people and trying to just run a business. That's it. With me and my wife.
So you retired early though, right?
Yeah, I did one pro show. Was the New York Pro after I won my class at the Nationals, and I have seizures, so that just caused a lot. The bigger I got, it got more complicated with my seizures.
Oh, okay. So I never knew that. I never knew that.
Well, I didn't know that either, because Caprice, I want to tell you, this, you are one of the very rare people that you competed as a lightweight and middleweight and light heavyweight and heavyweight.
Yeah.
This is how you went all the way through. I remember seeing the pictures because you have that freaky, like super V taper and everything else. But I was at that New York show. I watched you. You were like top 5. And I thought, like, this guy has a huge potential. And then Moscow Development did the article about you. And you had some great pictures. And then you just completely disappeared. So it was health related?
Yeah, health related. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the seizures as I got bigger, just put too much stress on my body, and I was just having seizure after seizure after seizure. It just got too complicated, and messed my heart up a little bit too.
Oh,
So I have some I have some heart problems. Not anything too crazy right now, but I did have to have some stents put in.
oh, okay.
After having, it's like when you have a seizure, it's like a electrical shock to your body. So my heart stopped a few times in the process.
So how often did you get them?
Usually it wasn't during, it was after, and most of the time it was after. I would have them. Usually my body was under so much stress, eating, dieting, and depleting myself. After that, my body just went crazy, and I would have multiple seizures.
But what I'm asking is, so how many times would you have them? Like every day or once a week? Or?
No, not every day. I'd have one. I have sometimes I have a big one, sometimes I have a small one, and then I wouldn't have them for a long period of time. Off season, I didn't have them for. At 22, when I first started competing again, I didn't have. Before that, I had no seizures, but I always knew I had something wrong with my heart, always. Even as a kid. As a kid, all my friends did all these speedy drugs. I never did it because for some reason, I knew something wasn't right. So I stopped competing as a teenager because I was a teenage champion at first. I did the teen nationals, me, Jay Cutler, we were all together in the same contest. And after that, I kind of stopped competing. Then I started competing again at 22. And that first contest, right after that first contest, I had a seizure.
Damn.
That was my first seizure. I fell on my face. I was going to work, 5 o'clock in the morning, fell on my face, woke up in the hospital not knowing what the hell happened to me.
So there's no warning signs? You can't feel it coming?
To be honest, Dennis, I understand now that I can't be extremely run down. And I have to be really something complicated as far as, not sleeping, not having enough water, but to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Then I might have one. I haven't had one in 10 years.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Was it behind the weight gain of your body, or was it behind just the stress?
Yeah, it is the weight gain, but the weight gain causes the stress on my body. And forget about it. When I start dieting and depleting and stuff like that, that's when it really I'm in that stage of it could happen, but there's no warning signs.
I saw one girl have a seizure at one point. I remember I was in Australia. I was in the mall, and she was, all of a sudden, she fell flat, and she started almost like shaking. She was tensed up, like a cramp all over the body. And
that's what it is.
And I didn't know, so I tried to help, and there was somebody with her who said immediately, "Don't touch her, don't touch her."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I was going to touch and help and try to,
you're going to help her. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, no, don't touch her. Just leave her. Just don't touch her.
Just let it happen.
I was like, look at her. I said, I thought she was having a stroke, or I don't know. I didn't think about no. I didn't think about no seizure. I was worried. Yeah. But then she said, no. She's having a seizure. Just let her go. She will calm down by herself. I was like, that's some fucked up shit.
Have you ever had
It really is.
Have you ever had a seizure? Have you guys ever had a seizure?
Who, me? No.
Yeah. You, Milos?
No.
Man, I had one in Mexico, man. That is no joke.
That was no seizure. That was fucking, you OD'd on something. Chris.
On the growth hormone, dude, I was complete. I was like foaming at the mouth.
Are you
My
serious?
whole body was sweating. I was just like, oh my God. I was in, I was taking growth, and I was taking too much growth. And then
How much is too much? What are you talking about?
A bottle a day is too much.
What's a bottle? A bottle of what? How many units?
18 I used. The Seristim. Yeah.
Seristim, yeah.
I don't even think the
Seristim.
I don't even think the Seristim is that strong.
And I tell people, shit. And I tell people,
Gave Chris a
don't
seizure.
take too much. Don't take too much, because I didn't even compete that year because I thought something was seriously wrong with me. And then if you read the fine print, it'll tell you that's going to affect your blood
But that
sugar
would
level.
scare the shit out of me, and I'll tell you why. Because, like I said, you just basically mentioned it again that there's no warning sign.
Yeah,
So-
there's no warning sign.
What if you behind the wheel, you're driving somewhere, and all of a sudden it hits you?
It's going to hit you. Yeah.
Dennis, I'm 48 years old. I just started driving about 5 years ago.
Oh.
I couldn't drive because I had seizures, so I couldn't drive. So being a New Yorker and been living in New York, you don't really need to drive.
Right.
But at the same time, I would like to learn how to drive. I didn't drive until I was 45.
Wow.
Hey, that's wild, man. What happened? Did you compete with board shorts on too?
Yeah, I did a few shows as a.
I remember that. You were way too big to do Man Physique. my man.
Yeah.
You stood out like
Pull that up right away.
you stood out like a sore thumb. I swear to God, when I was laughing.
You might be okay now, but not then.
Yeah, back then. That was the beginning of it.
Like, wait, who the fuck is
I don't
that?
know why. I just wanted to do something, and at the time, I knew I couldn't do bodybuilding again. I could never get on stage and compete again as a bodybuilder, which was my passion. But I said, let me try this. I said, I know they're gonna kill me bodybuilders are gonna kill me when they see me on stage with boy shorts. I took a chance. I didn't look at anything online. I just did it.
I thought it was funny.
Did you pose at all? What type of poses? What type of poses did you do?
It wasn't bodybuilding poses.
Can you do those poses for us right now? You know, we would
Absolutely not, Milos.
How did you,
Jokes on me, I see.
Caprice, tell me this. How did you feel as a bodybuilder, or let's say former bodybuilder, to put them shorts on and to learn how to do the main classic physique, the main physique poses?
To be honest, it felt really, really strange. coming from competing as a teenager at 15 years old to being a professional bodybuilder, and then putting boy shorts on and not showing my legs, which is ridiculous to me.
Because your legs, you had them crazy legs with the sweep, crazy sweep. I remember that.
It was a little weird for me.
So now you mentioned that you're training people, and Victor mentioned something. You open up a gym, or there's something's going on. What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening around Caprice?
My hat, it says "Fit Our Way." It's me and my wife's. It's a private personal training gym where we train people privately, a one-to-one service where we. My wife actually, she's an IFBB pro also.
Okay.
She turned pro as a woman's physique.
What's her name?
And, Jill. Well, now Jill Murray. Her name before was Jill Lavodi. Jill Lavodi.
Okay.
And she retired maybe 5 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But that's what we're doing now. We have our own place, and we've always trained people, but now we decided after the pandemic, we're like, you know what? Maybe people want to be alone. Maybe people don't want to be around people.
Right.
And it seems to be working out well.
Okay, so this is not open to the public. This is just strictly personal training.
No, it's not open to the public. No, you contact us, and we will one-to-one service, and we'll provide the service, and you come to us. But it's not a membership. It's you pay for a month. You pay for sessions.
Pay you play, huh?
Pay you play. Yeah.
Where is it in New York City?
Yeah. It's actually it's on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and it's not too far from my home.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. Where can people contact you if they're interested in signing up for one-on-one?
Actually, my website is under construction right now, but our email, which I gave to you, capjillmurray@gmail.com, is where they can contact us at.
Okay, I want to make sure that we add this in the description when we air this episode, so people have a way to get in contact with you if they're from New York or and looking for some training. But let's talk about bodybuilding a little bit. So even though you're gone, I'm still convinced that you still follow the sport.
Oh yeah.
And still know who is who, and at this time, even though we're all older, but we still know that these young bucks are there and they're kicking ass right now. So what did you witness in the last, let's say, couple of years, and who stands out to you the most? And then we'll talk about the Arnold coming up in just a few days too.
Well, are you aware of Victor introduced you to Caprice? Caprice beat Victor in that show, in the only pro show that he did.
Well, I didn't beat him. I got fifth.
No, he beat you. He was third, you were fifth. Yeah, now I remember. Right?
Victor told us. Yeah. Victor told me a story, and this was on a podcast, and I think it was you. He told me a story how he met you, I guess, or maybe he knew you, but how he knew you were a real one, because he got into a fight somewhere, and you were there to back him up.
The story with me and Victor grew up together in Washington Heights. We grew up in Washington Heights in New York City, and we went to the
Which
same
is no joke.
high school. But no, but like really grew up together. Like me and Victor are like superstars in our neighborhood, because we're only two bodybuilders in the neighborhood. At first, I started first, and then Victor followed. But I knew Victor. We grew up together as kids.
Okay, so you guys knew each other already. Okay.
Yeah. We grew up as kids in the same neighborhood, and I used to hang out with him. So it's so funny that we both became bodybuilders.
Right. So you guys knew each other before you even started training?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Went to the same junior high school, same elementary school.
Awesome. Well.
Small world, right?
Well, I guess New York is a big city, but it's a small world.
Yeah, it's a big city, but a small world.
Awesome. So, Caprice, tell me, who watching the sport as it is right now, compared to, 10, 15 years ago, what do you see, and what is your opinion on today's top bodybuilders?
Well, to be honest, I just really, really started following again, like probably probably about 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I would take a look all the time, and no one really interests me. I thought that the genetic pool was down for me personally. Like after you, after Milos, that's a different era. I followed you guys the whole time. Looked up to you guys, watched you guys compete, and try to emulate that shredded, hard, very veiny, a certain look. After a while, I started watching and following bodybuilding. I got kind of lost because everybody got that insulin kind of bloated, round look. And
don't say that in front of Milos.
Milos is the one responsible for all these bloated people.
They don't know how to do it, right?
They don't know. Milos would tell you,
they don't know how to do it.
They don't know how to do
it. Exactly. I'm not downing anybody. Everybody's just a genetic freak, in bodybuilding. Even if you don't have an aesthetic body, you still, as a bodybuilder, to be a bodybuilder and to be a professional bodybuilder on stage, it's incredible. Yeah. Take my hats off to everybody. But for my own eye, it didn't interest me anymore. The last 4 years, I've come to fruition to kind of love watching it again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so stoked for the Arnold Classic.
Well, then let's get to the Arnold Classic right away, man. Why wait, right? Yeah. So we have what, 5 days left? Friday's pre-judging will be Friday night.
Pre-judging, yeah.
It like we always say, and the Arnold, when it was announced first, there was only 8 guys on the list, and really, there was only Samson, who was a true contender.
He's the first one to say he was going to enter. Yeah,
he was in, even though the prize money was still at $200,000 for first, and he didn't care. But then after they announced that the prize money is up to $300,000 for first place,
everybody
you see people coming out the woodwork slowly and start, So now it's a really, really interesting, competitive Arnold Classic, and I think this is more competitive than the last few years, to be honest.
Absolutely.
So I think Samson would have the edge because it was on his mind the whole time, and being with Milos, you just get a sense of that it means more to him as the title itself, as opposed to just the money.
Yeah, but we don't really know for sure if guys like Nick Walker, because he was training and dieting this whole time after the Olympia. He probably already had it in his mind,
like that.
But he wanted to save it for the last minute, probably. So I don't think that any of those guys that entered afterwards were not already training for the Arnold. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right? I mean, let's speak the truth. 200,000 first place is already such a high-paying day.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pass on that one. It's not like 300,000 now. Now for this extra 100,000, I'm doing it. So yeah, I don't have an explanation why Nick and Andrew didn't sign up right away. And then is this really this extra 100,000? That means that those guys all believe they're going to win, right? So they're jumping on that possibility. And like we talk, everybody has a chance to win.
Right.
I mean, you're right, Dennis. This is probably the toughest lineup. Top 6 is going to be ridiculous. I mean, top 6, for sure, top 10 at Olympia at any moment. This is going to be most competitive. But Caprice, you had that round muscle.
Milos just switches subjects.
No, because I want to ask him because of his similarity to some guys that are competing at the Arnold Classic. I want to know, he was round and re-tapered, right? Skipping ties. Who do you favor? Who is your favorite of people going on a stage this Friday?
My favorite person is Samson.
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
That's what he wanted to hear.
Well, Samson and Ramy are my favorite two guys as far as that, because just because of their body shape and the way they look, you know, everyone has to come in shape. But as far as those two, those are my two favorite.
Yeah.
Man, that's getting very, very
Those are
interesting.
those are the two biggest guys in the show. Next,
Yeah.
plus Andrew then on the number 3.
Oh,
Very,
I forgot
very
about
interesting.
Andrew. I forgot about Andrew. He's a badass.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah.
I cannot even.
I
say-
had Chris on my Sunday live, and Chris said that he's for sure convinced that this will be the best Andrew that ever stepped on any bodybuilding stage, which makes me think, like, wait a minute, if Andrew really comes in much improved, then he is a factor. He's definitely a factor to win this show, because here's the thing, and this is what Milos always said too. What's the first 2 poses?
Yep.
Front double. Let's,
bicep.
before we even go into pose, front relax. Fucking Andrew looks fucking ridiculous. Now the front double biceps, boom, he stands out. Front lat spread, boom, stands out.
Lights out.
You know, so this is where Andrew can shine if he really brings the condition that he needs. You know, and I don't even care if his hamstrings are up to par right now. If he brings the condition, he has a good shot of walking away with $300,000.
His back double bicep has improved for sure.
I know, but that's what
Back
I'm saying.
double.
But he already impresses so much with the first 2 poses
Yeah.
that it doesn't really matter if his back double biceps is better than whoever. You know, he's already in the running.
But don't the back, like from the era that we come from, if you don't have a back, you don't win the show.
Nobody can say he has no back.
No, not
You
having
know?
no back, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
he has.
you win from the back.
He has a good back. He's just never brought the condition from the rear.
The district for it, yeah.
So if he brings the condition from the rear that it looks like he does from the front, wow.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Caprice, we were watching Dennis, Chris, and we were actually texting, you know, when there was a Texas show. And I do remember when Dennis said, like, God damn, he's such a standout. So we all tuned in on live, and him standing in a lineup, it was just like, you know, such a difference. Like, stand out, hands down, like, oh, holy shit. And like Dennis says, that's before he even start posing. Front double, he does this twisted kind of a little bit like flex wheel or something. And then lat spread, when he spread those lat spread, and his abs look like a goddamn implants.
Yeah.
Like a little thing.
Yeah.
It really does. He's definitely a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. I mean, and he's what, 6'2"?
Yeah.
And wide. I was saying before, when Steve Weinberger saw him at Dragon's Lair, you know, his mouth dropped, and the first thing that he says, Mr. Olympia. I mean, this is
Wow.
how far
For Steve to say that.
Yeah, if Steve have seen thousands of people and you know, judged hundreds of shows. So first thing that came out of his mouth, this how good he is. I would say he has similarities to Flex Wheeler, right? You know, you have to say, but he is much squarier. He is wider and has that square, not round muscle bellies like Flex. But yeah, if Chris Aceto said that's the by far best, then imagine what is his best.
No, that was Chris Lewis. Psycho Chris.
Psycho. Oh, okay. But here, from the front,
Chris said the same stuff.
yeah, Chris, yeah, from the front, he looks conditioned. Even he is kind of off, he can pull it off because he has a deep abs, striated chest, and deep separation in the quads. When he turns to the side, okay, because maybe 6'2", here the thickness of the hamstring is not exactly there. And even his chest, I mean, I don't know if you guys agree, there are many guys that are going to look more powerful and thicker, even though he has a crazy chest.
Yeah.
But
He got the striations there,
But Chris said he will also be bigger.
bigger, really?
He will
Wow.
be bigger than he's ever been.
The thing is, when he turns around, right, there is actually footage that you can see from UK that under certain lights, you can kind of see that glutes could possibly be striated. You know,
Yeah.
some people just don't have it, and it can be a rip to the bone and not being striated. But there was something going on there. So if he's really conditioned, that could be showing up. You know, so He can win every show he enters, Arnold and Olympia. I mean, you know, that's how good he is.
Even though this show will air the day after the Arnold, so
Yeah.
whatever they see, they can still hear what we had to say before this show. And Rami sent me some pictures yesterday,
Okay.
and I got
Okay.
and this is the first time I saw anything from him since the Olympia. So I didn't see any pictures prior, anything. I had no idea. So he sent me something yesterday, and I got to really say, this is so fucking impressive that his dents and the quads are gone.
But
Yeah.
check this out.
Go on.
His abs are dry as hell too. Probably drier than they ever been.
No, they've been the same as they were when he was here.
The way I saw, I mean, because I was talking to Chad and he just sent me one from, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, but I was crazy impressed, man.
No,
It was like, holy
his
shit.
his abs are what they usually are. You
They
know,
just look dry. They look just maybe even though it's more mature, but
It's
I
just-
just thought they was way more impressive than I've
yeah.
seen. in a long time.
Don't judge him at what he looked like on the Olympia stage. Don't judge him because, like I said, his dents are gone. And I talked to him yesterday. I said, "What did you do? How did this happen?" He said, "Listen, he doesn't know how he got the dents to this day, because people talking about injections."
How
And
do
shit.
you know? How do you know?
He said he
how do
doesn't
you
know how he got them, and he doesn't know how they just disappeared.
Yeah, but listen, let's be honest.
How's the
Even
back
with
double?
dents, why did those dents matter? His quad was still all the way sweeping, all the way down. Lateralis was there. It has a little line.
Yeah, but you know how
that's
how
not a
people
matter.
how people in the internet and how they will accuse him of shooting his quads, and this is from that wasn't the case.
They love to pick people apart. Yeah.
At the end of the day, he said he didn't know how these dents come. They just all of a sudden were there. And they got worse in the last 2 years, 3 years. It got worse, and now all of a sudden they're gone. He doesn't know why.
Beautiful.
He doesn't know why. So he's definitely a factor. He's definitely a factor. And like I said, if he can look the way I know he can look, then I don't think anybody's going to beat him. But like I said, he needs to be timed. The timing got to be right. So
That'll be great for bodybuilding.
yes, the timing got to be right. It's definitely going to be a fight. I think now we literally have Andrew, Samson, Ramy, Nick Walker, William BONAC, and Shaun Clarida, 6 guys that can easily win this show.
Let me ask you something. Now that you said all these people, that's just the top 6 you think in any order. We don't know what order it's going to be. Most of these guys up there are really aesthetically pleasing. Only one person is not, and that's Nick.
But Nick,
How's that?
but Nick has that. How can I say it? I
Wow
mean,
factor.
if he has Ramy has a wow factor. Samson has a wow factor. Andrew has a wow factor.
Factor,
they all have wow factors.
But they're prototypically put together. Nick is not prototypically put together, but he can still impress you as hell.
He
with
has.
some of his shots.
He's young. He's hungry. He's determined. He's real good with his fans. He has everything that a champion needs to have. Let's put it this way. He has it all. He has it. Reminds me of a Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler wasn't the most pleasing guy on stage, but he had a combination of everything that a healthy federation would want as a champion.
That's that line that you make a perfect example. Jay Cutler was beating Chris Cormier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So aesthetically, can you even compare them?
No.
But every time. Dorian Yates was beating Flex Wheeler, Kevin Levrone, Sean Ray.
People always ask how I got here. I was willing to work just a little harder than everyone else. Every damn day. If I can have hundreds of hours back, I'm gonna grab them. Spending hours prepping chicken, rice, and vegetables, F that. I rely on perfect nutrition. I rely on trifecta.
Okay, so we discussed this many times.
And vibrato.
I'm just going to tell you this because, of course, even me, aesthetically pleasing, I would want that. When you see Jay Cutler, like the 2009 goddamn version, Dexter Jackson for me has a way better body. I love Dexter's body.
But he was unbeatable in 2009. That's exactly how it came across for me.
Yeah, that's and then Dorian, right? As much as I want to say like, oh yeah, flex and everything, you know, Shaun back in '93, Steve Weinberger, those are his words. He didn't even look human. Okay, all right. So from aesthetic component, he's not there. So the same thing. Fast forward to 2021, Nick Walker and Arnold Classic. I didn't really think, no way, no.
Right.
But then, you know, like first glance, like shit, he's winning before he even started posing.
Yeah.
You know, and that could happen this time too. You know, Nick just has that hardness and everything is there. I criticize him like balance is not, upper body, lower body is not there, and the aesthetic, some aesthetic components are still not there. But he's super competitive on the merits, like Danny says. Jay Cutler overpowered, and what's his name, Dorian Yates did. So Nick is coming. Look, if it's Las Vegas odds, who wins? He'll be probably favorite.
Yeah, I think so too. He's in odds. He would be the favorite to win. And you know what? I'm sure when he comes out for his mandatories, he will rock the whole fucking place.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because you know, like I said, he has that overall completeness as a professional bodybuilder. You can see this boy, this young man. Let me not call him a boy, but this kid fucking lives and breathes bodybuilding, and it's paying off for him. You know what I mean? Right. Even though a lot of people wrote him off from the get-go. As soon as he turned pro, his belly, he can't control his belly. He came back, controlled the stomach like no other.
Yeah.
You know, people say, he's not going to do nothing. He came back, started winning shows, won the Arnold, placed top 5 at the Olympia, and this year top 3. So, you know, I mean, we can say whatever we want to say, or whoever wants to say something. At the end of the day, he knows he's going his way. He knows where he's heading. And nobody's going to stop him, I'm sure. Because he's probably, from all the guys that we mentioned, that I mentioned in the top 6, he's probably the most consistent when it comes to conditioning.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about him being off.
Clarida being there too. Shaun Clarida.
Yeah, true. But then again, if everybody's 100%, Shaun Clarida will get 6th. In my opinion, because of the size difference. If everybody's 100%, which we'll never see. This is not going to happen. This will never happen.
You see, how about, we have to mention this, come on. AKIM Williams, right? And AKIM Williams, in recent pictures, look like it's quite a condition. Right? So can we really discount him that he has no chance to be there? You know, it's hard to say, right? Then Justin Rodriguez, last year when he showed up on that stage,
prejudging, yeah.
Whoa. Hey, I consider him like he could have won the contest. That first touch of the stage when he stepped on. So there are possibilities, you know, they can show up like this.
Did anybody see the score sheets from last year? Was he in 3rd after prejudging?
I don't remember. You know, I don't remember.
Because I literally thought that he could walk away with the win after prejudging.
Yeah, not after the prejudging. Initially, when he did his 1-minute routine, and like, wow, he's spot on, wide, dance hard. But then he started fading, and his abs were gone. He didn't control it. The leg separation was gone. But yeah, by the time he finished prejudging, it was a different Justin. But yeah. I mean, it depends. He would be competitive. How can you not? AKIM Williams beat Kamal earlier this year at Tampa. And then everybody was saying Kamal should beat him because it was way better condition and all that stuff. And I said, come on, guys. It's not only condition show. I mean, there is so much more to it.
He was 3rd after prejudging.
Yeah.
He was 3rd after prejudging with 17 points. Then 4th after prejudging was Steve Kuklo with 18 points.
And then Samson.
And Samson with 25.
They were
And
battling
Samson-
back and forth.
yeah.
I remember that.
Samson was fifth with 25, and Samson moved up to fourth. Steve Kuklu moved up to third, I guess. And Justin Rodriguez dropped to fifth because he came back. I remember when he came back, he was a total different bodybuilder.
Samson just sent me a picture.
Well, show it, man. Show it. Don't say it.
No, I can't because
It's
of that.
after the show.
Oh,
anyway.
listen, how many
It's
times?
after the show
How
anyway.
many? It's after the show, anyways. Don't
After
worry.
the
It will
show
air
anyway.
Sunday.
No, because you guys are going to talk. Yeah, okay, you know how I told you we didn't step on a scale at all. Whole Olympic.
Milos,
And
don't
then-
explain yourself if you don't. Don't explain yourself if you don't want to show
All
it.
show, no go. All show, no go.
We can, we can say, we can talk. What do you mean we're going to talk? We can say all we want. Huh?
Talking is talking. Talk
right.
is cheap.
Just show.
Okay, he stepped on the scale this morning before he left to the airport.
Arnold.
Okay.
Go ahead. Show me. Oh, you're showing the foot. God damn it. He's, I
Scale.
can't, Milos,
Scale.
we can't see it.
You didn't show us.
What
You
is-
didn't show
what
us.
is the numbers? What's the numbers?
I
What's
showed
the
you.
numbers?
I showed you.
Picture, did you?
Listen, I showed you
Hold on a
Rami's.
second. Did you-
Hold on.
did you see
Hold
the
on.
picture?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. First of all, I always show pictures of
We
Rami.
want Rami. We want Rami.
I always show pictures
You
of
have
Rami.
one, Chris. Chris, you have one of Rami. You said it. You have it. Come on.
No, but chat told
No,
me.
no, don't give me that shit. I'm the only one that always have to say everything.
Listen,
Goddamn.
you just showed us a scale. How much does he weigh? I don't know. I can't see the
Yeah.
number.
297.
297. Oh, he'd be 275 on stage.
Oh no, he was. No. So this is,
How tall is he? How tall
okay.
is he?
This is
How
he's
tall-
6
how-
foot. But listen, he was 294.6 same time flight before the Olympia, and he is better condition and 3 pounds heavier.
Okay, so what do you think his stage weight would be? His stage
I
weight?
don't know. I mean, this didn't even matter.
292.
280, 285?
92.
No, it's going to be less.
No.
280,
Come on,
87.
guys. Okay. Let's talk.
87.
He's gonna take half diazide or maybe 3/4 total. How much is that gonna take?
5 pounds.
Okay, so there. No, it's not that at all. It just I'm gonna tell you, I was because his condition is much better now, and I felt like he's gonna step on the scale and it's gonna fuck him up because he might be lighter than he was at Olympia, right? Mentally, he was oh shit. But he is all along telling me he feels bigger. He feels bigger. He just sometimes when you look kind of empty-ish because we didn't do too much carbs. So when you do the updates first thing in the morning and you don't see that fullness, and he's characteristically full throughout the chest, right? So if he's flatter here a little bit, and that was you, Dennis. I mean, I gauge your fullness according to your chest. I mean, Jesus Christ, you always had the shoulders, you always had arms, but for you, this was what differentiate the most.
Mm-hmm.
So for him, that was the same thing. The last few times that I've seen him, like, ooh, maybe, it needs to be a little fuller chest, right?
when I hear that, I get scared.
Yeah, I know. So,
Hey,
but I didn't expect to be 297.
So what do you think he's going to weigh? 290?
Well, listen, he's going to be a couple of pounds heavier than at Olympia and considerably better condition.
How much did he weigh at the Olympia?
We didn't after the Monday. We didn't step on the scale, right? Because that was it.
Well, he was huge at the Olympia, so no doubt.
Standing right next to Rami, that was probably the best thing for him that could have happened. Let me just calculate this one more time.
show us a body photo.
Huh?
Show us a body photo. You're the coach.
Did what?
Show us a body photo.
But he posted like 2 days ago. He only wanted to show the back. His abs are way improved. Okay, they criticize him a little bit on the side triceps, maybe, and side relax. It's super flat, deep. That's good. Arms are considerably bigger. Side triceps now, like holy shit. Yeah.
So is he so?
I didn't let me show
The good thing is the judges was impressed with him last year a lot to where they really liked his physique, and for him to show improvement, at the Olympia, showing more improvement at the Arnold Classic, that's going to weigh heavily in his favor.
Yeah.
Heavily. They like that.
Yeah. I mean, look at the goddamn arm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, his triceps is like way. So there you go. Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
All right,
so,
then.
Okay, Dennis, you please tell Ramy this is because he's going to be after the show. He has to do lat spread like that and only like that, and don't even try to do that ab.
With the leg out.
No, yeah,
That's his thing. That's his thing. I mean,
what about
who am I to tell him? Who am I to tell Mr. Olympia what not to do and what to do?
But listen,
what about the leg out?
Because it was visible that his waist gets wider and then he loses that wow. This is wow, right? Same thing for frontal biceps. I didn't like his. I always like to.
But you should have. But if you would have saw it, what he did at the house, he had the waist small, the abs were tight. It just didn't look like that on stage. That's all. But I can show you pictures from before where he was doing that with the abs tight, and he looked fucking crazy. It really did. It's just. I don't know what it was. At the end of the day, whatever happened, happened.
Can we see this one more time? I didn't look at the dents. Yeah.
Wait, I'll show you.
Because I didn't even notice.
Because you see the overall.
Yeah, I was just like super impressed, but like, wow, that's a big old Ramy.
I'll show you another one for you can see the legs.
What about the most muscular?
Oh, hell yes. Zero. Way to go, Ramy.
Well,
yeah, that was yesterday. That was yesterday.
We all gonna get them stem cells, I see.
Yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
You too, Murray.
Yeah, you better believe it. I'll be right in the bandwagon.
I have tomorrow morning. I have an appointment with the doctors over the phone to set up my date.
I'm gonna fill out my damn application.
Yeah.
And what's happening?
You go first.
Hey, what?
Milos doesn't trust it.
Yeah, shit. You go first.
Milos doing it. You gotta put that poop back in your chute.
I'd rather die than try that shit.
Yeah, but listen, just alone for anti-aging. Milos, we all gonna get like 100-something years old. Who knows?
Yeah, let's hope.
Hell yeah.
Let's hope.
I'm going for 105. 105, I'm out.
He said, "Oh yeah, I'll hop on the bus at 105."
Yeah, I'll check out.
So, Caprice, do you train anybody who competes? Any of you guys are competitors?
I haven't trained any bodybuilders in probably 5 years.
Oh, okay. So you just work with normal people. It's like the average guy that want to lose weight or gain some weight or just want to be in shape.
Mostly business people. Business people where they just like average people just want to be in shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find that? Are you like that? Is that more fun for you, or do you find that? Because I know lifestyle people. I mean, they have money. They have they're there because they want to be there, and they're not looking to be babysat and all that stuff. Because a lot of bodybuilders, man, they like high maintenance when it comes.
That's the reason why I don't train too many. I trained a lot of women. I trained a lot of women competitors and men competitors, and it's a lot of time and a lot of babying and calling you at 11 o'clock at night. It's attention, and I get it. I totally get it. I'm not, but for my lifestyle, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. Milos, did you back off training people in the gym, or you still in the gym? It's like 10 hours.
I train occasionally. I don't train regular people. I train competitors.
Yeah.
I don't want to babysit anybody. If you're gonna come here, let me push you through hell and back, and then.
So people can just come and say, listen, I want to get a session in and this and that. You do that,
yeah.
But you don't have like everyday clients that you work continuously like you did Reagan for a while, or.
No, I don't have.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you get tiresome. Chris, you still train every day?
Not like no.
Yeah, we have a.
But I'll have like 4 or 5 people that I rotate around
A day?
Like,
A day?
Like yesterday, I had 5. I had 5, but it was like 2 in the morning. I had a 2-hour break and then 3 in the afternoon. That's my heaviest day. I don't like to do it.
If I
like
have
that.
5, it would be 5 in the same workout. I will not be in the gym more than an hour and a half. Nope.
Yeah, I used to do 8 and 10s, but I mean I was in Venice, but I don't like to be in it that long. Just because my first time I set foot in the gym was 1979, so you can imagine for me to go into the gym, it takes a lot of you just to drive down there.
Right.
That's funny because me and my wife, we've been even when I turned pro, I still have my clients. I still train people like regular people. Like I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day. I'm talking about from Monday to Sunday. My body will not go any longer than that. I don't use an alarm or nothing. So my first client is 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's crazy at this age. It's way harder than when I was 30 years old. Of course.
You still train yourself though? You still train yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Me and my wife, we do jujitsu. We ran 2 half marathons. We do a lot of stuff. Man.
What's your body weight now?
Probably 185.
Damn. And what
I was 240 pounds off season. Yeah.
What about you? What about you, Dennis? How much you weigh?
Oh, this morning I was, let me see, in pounds. I stepped on the scale this morning.
You got the kgs at the house?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I'm 265, man.
Yeah, you fat though.
That's all butt talks. I'm not fat.
I'm 230.
Wow.
30.
220 to be exact, 229.9.
You're still big.
What about you?
But that's empty first thing in the morning, not after 6 meals like you, Chris.
I'm 242.
Yeah, I just weigh anytime. 242?
242, yeah.
But
I'm heavier than I look, actually, because the stupid bones, look at that. I mean, I was always, I didn't look as big, but I was heavy.
Yeah, but Chris is big because he still eats. Chris eats, even if it's not clean. Chris, I don't
eat a lot. I eat pretty clean.
Yeah, but you eat a lot though.
Yeah, I eat.
You eat pretty clean. Give me a break. What is
sushi is clean.
Okay, give us your yesterday's menu.
Okay, I had a protein shake.
Do you still do protein shakes? I haven't had a shake in years.
Yeah, and I had sushi and I had lamb.
Hold on a second. What do you mean?
Lamb with rice.
That's all yesterday?
I tried to have McDonald's. I tried to have a McDonald's breakfast when they sent the wrong shit. They sent the biscuit instead of, I wanted to.
So you did order McDonald's. So you did order McDonald's.
I didn't eat it.
But you still ordered McDonald's.
I will. Yeah.
I eat pretty.
Breakfast.
Hey, did you hear what he just said? I eat pretty clean.
Pretty clean.
And then I'll have fish or steak or whatever at night with some kind of vegetables and rice.
So how many meals you get in every day?
Probably about 4. I'd say about 4.
Yeah. Milos?
4. Yeah, 3 or 4. 3 are basics. Every morning is the same.
Yeah, I know your breakfast.
And I can skip a lot.
Every lunch is a salmon sushi, with a salmon avocado rice. And then it's always either chicken or beef or bison. And then one more, I would try to squeeze. Because now I want to be jacked at 60. I'm already 59. I'm gonna get myself in shape.
You want to be jacked at 60 or you want to die at 60? What is it?
Are you still walking?
If I die, I die. You know how that's.
Are you still walking?
Milos,
I'm walking every morning. Yeah.
You look fucking good, man.
Yeah.
He's not 60. He's not 60 yet.
I'm 59 and a half.
59 and a half?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, if I didn't have little issues and bad divorces and shit, I would look much younger. That's the only stress in my life. That's why.
I don't think anybody had more stress than you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Not only with the wives, with all the other shit that happened, I think nobody had more stress than you.
Yeah. It's all part of the
You
game.
just don't know it. You just don't know everything, Dennis.
Huh?
I had some fucked up shit.
Well, yeah, you too, Chris. You too.
Yeah, we all
I
have
had some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I think we all had a phase where we had some fucked up shit going on.
At this age, if
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
come this room.
Yeah,
But listen-
no, or you did everything right.
Yeah, everybody.
I guess we didn't.
But,
serious.
but you know, all that stuff is like that'll contribute to you not looking as good as you can look when you had all that type of stress. You know, that cortisol level fucking popping on you.
I say,
Oh, yeah.
Stress will kill you.
Yeah.
I say it is what it is. You know what the fuck.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
but
we
anyway,
still here.
Caprice,
That counts.
And now everybody's trying to lose weight.
Still here.
Dennis
right,
is trying to
still
be
here.
like 220.
Yeah.
You know, 220, right?
Yes, I'm going. I'm still working on it.
Hey, maybe you want to sell him your board shorts. Maybe he wants it.
Oh, we're back to the voice.
For me, I realized, like, you know, that one time when I was quite big, I was like 280, right? That actually felt good. You know, so I'm not going to be 280, but I'm going to try to be like 255, something like that.
Oh, you're trying to add 15 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. You know?
So you
How
get
you gonna do
so
that? What's
so
the plan?
so are you
What's the
get
plan on doing that?
are you getting back on the juice?
What do you mean juice? It's just like TRT.
Hey, what do you mean?
so,
that's-
but no,
that's
so-
the new clean.
Hey,
so-
that's the new clean.
So are you planning to incorporate insulin?
Not yet. You know, because you know why? Because you have to eat so much and you have
Right.
But knowing myself, I probably will eventually in a couple of months. You know, probably right now.
Damn, I can't imagine.
Because if you do it before training, after
I cannot
training,
imagine.
you have to watch the next 6-7 hours, right? And I just don't have it in me. You
So
know?
just do it before.
Yeah, possibly. It's you know, quite the idea.
Are you gonna have like a huge celebration for your 6 years? You're not planning anything?
No, I'm not planning.
I'm looking for a reason to come to Vegas. That's all.
Well, yeah, listen, for sure, my wife is gonna organize something behind my back anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
Make sure she includes me, so I have a reason to come.
Okay, yeah.
When is it, anyways?
January 17th.
Oh, we gotta wait till January.
Oh, that's next. That's yeah.
Hell yeah, man. You know, give me some time because you know, yesterday actually I shaved, and
You still shave?
I shaved yesterday for the first time in like
I
2 years.
stopped that shit a long time. I'll fuck it.
Yeah, you
I
had
look like
that,
I look like a fucking nasty bush behind the fucking house.
Yeah, you did it when you were in the Coliseum. You told me you used these lasers back in the day, right?
No. But but no, not that time. The laser I did. I started the
Yeah,
laser. No,
2000.
no, I didn't even know about laser back then.
You did it. You got burned.
in
I remember
Thailand.
the
No,
story.
that was in Thailand. One session.
Yeah, you get burned.
We tried it on the calf, and he burnt me, and I never did it again. until I can tell you exactly until 2016 or 17. That's when I did it first time when they had this, because back in the beginning when they started, it wasn't for dark skin or darker skin. It had to be the lighter the skin, the better. So, but then they had this new machine called Yak or whatever, and I started in Australia. That's when I did laser hair, removed all my hair off my head. And I did my back. Yes. I started there, and I continued here in Arizona now. You know, every 6-7 months, when there's a few hair coming back, I go back, touch up, get out of here. Yes, done. Oh, I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time shaving.
But
You
let me tell you this.
don't see no receding hairline and nothing. No.
Yeah, you're good.
That shit's gone. All this lasered.
Mr. Clean.
All this lasered, gone.
Really?
Wow.
If you'll see me on this weekend, I'm going to shave completely for the Arnold, and this is going to grow back just like this. There's nothing here, nothing here. It's perfect. Save you,
right.
hey, save
You're
me.
a cheater, man.
Huh?
You're cheating.
Saved me a lot of hours, man. Trust me.
Yeah,
This is,
yeah.
It saves you a lot of time.
oh
That's a good
yeah.
idea, though.
You got to
That's a good
align,
idea.
gee, especially here, because my shit was all the way down to here.
Oh, wow.
Be nasty looking.
Laser.
Hey, listen, I
But
tried
Chris,
this
Chris,
laser thing.
you can only do it when the hair is still dark. When they're white, gray, blonde, or red,
They
it
know.
won't work.
Oh, maybe that's why. Listen, I went to Spain, and there was most painful session. Like, man, they zapped me like so many times. Like, this shit hurts.
What is
Bro,
like a rubber band snap?
let me tell you something. You know,
It was like 2 hours of torture, right?
that's nothing.
And then they told me, okay, bad news. Like, what? You have to do at least 2 sessions to really kill it, right?
Not true. You got to. They lied. They lied.
Listen,
They lied to you.
I went to the second session. They tortured me for another 2 hours, and it grew back anyway. I said, forget about this one.
They lied to you. They lied to you, and especially didn't do it right. How long ago was that?
2011.
Yeah, so it was too early. They still didn't know really how
Yeah,
to
they
do it.
didn't know what they're doing yet.
I tell you this: on the body, doesn't hurt at all compared,
Oh, really?
bro. Let me tell you something. Especially the first few sessions when the hair is still coarse.
Do they numb it or what?
No, there's no numbing.
They go right in.
You can't put
cream?
you can't
cream?
you can't put no cream on it. You have to
shit.
shave and then go. Can't put no cologne, nothing. Bro, let me tell you something. It felt like somebody on the head, especially on the
How long did it take to do your head?
less than 10 minutes.
Oh, that's
Because with the new
in
stuff,
and
back
out.
in the days, it was different.
Wait.
Now it's go quick. It's pretty quick. Painful though, I'll tell you. Now, after 6-7 months, you see a couple of fine hair come back. I'll just go for a touch up. You don't really feel it no more.
What do you mean you can't do gray hair though? What do you mean?
It won't take. They won't fall out. They won't kill the follicles.
Hey,
So you don't have gray hair here?
Where? Here, I didn't have not one gray hair. That's why. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get rid of them.
yeah, I have a completely gray.
I have gray hair here a little bit. Here. But down here, when I did that, there was no gray hair.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, you're gonna shave it for Arnold Classic?
Yeah.
You're gonna look weird, man.
Why are you going to look weird? This is the first time in my life. It's the first time in my life I have a beard, and now you're going to tell me I look weird if I go back to where it was?
First time that you had it, I didn't even notice the whole show. And then when I watched the show later, I said, "God, Dennis, you got the beard." I said, "I didn't notice."
Maybe I'll just go for a goatee. Nice goatee.
Goatee it. I was thinking about that yesterday. Yeah.
Goatee it.
I remember you when you had the goatee. That was
Yes.
pretty
I'm going to go line this
tight.
up right.
So listen, why did you go with Biggie instead of Tupac when you did your routine? And I remember you had that goatee, and I was thinking about that yesterday. I said, I'm going to ask him, man, why'd you go with Biggie? Because you went with Biggie's music.
When? What are you talking about?
At the Olympia, you said, what's that song?
You diet down, train hard, and supplement smart for months. When the time comes to step on stage, don't leave your tan to chance. Go with the pros. PROTAN. #1 worldwide since 1987 and the official sponsor of the Olympia for the last 15 years. Don't step on stage without it. PROTAN.
Either I'm with you or against you. You did that song, right?
I can't remember.
At the Olympia.
I did so many different songs.
But you did Biggie Smalls. You didn't do Tupac.
Because it was Las Vegas, I had to do Tupac.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't know.
I have more. My roots are in New York, though.
I always went rock. I always went Tupac. Even when Tupac
Yeah, because
was
you're
alive,
a West Coast dude. See, all my roots, all my family, on my dad's side is all New York. All New York.
I was wondering.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I was wondering.
Family in New York?
All my family's in New York. Yes, Long
Get out of
Island.
here.
Oh yeah.
When
Long
When are you
Island.
going to say that? When are you going to say that, Dennis?
That's why I was.
Victor knows.
That's what I
I
was
didn't know that.
wondering. Like,
That's where my
You
dad.
went-
That's where my dad's from. He's from New York.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, Dennis,
yes.
you could possibly, right? I can play any song right now, and you could possibly choreograph routine on spot, right? You can improvise, right? This is how we always did, right? You hear.
I never had a routine. I never practiced a routine. Never.
So you could improvise all the time.
I listened to
So
the songs. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah, I
in
listened to it.
a Rimini show with Chris one time, and we were going just like a feeble. We were going from one booth to another, to another, to another. Okay, and then I forgot my song in one booth. Like, oh shit! And we were now on the stage, and I said like, what am I gonna do? Oh, just play Chris's song, right? And I was gonna screw him up because I was gonna go before him with his song.
And what
Gonna have to do the same one, right?
what did Chris have on there? Busta Rhymes.
Man, it was like 2 minutes of just talking rap. I didn't know what to do. I was there on the stage like, okay, I can pull off anything, but what do you do with this shit?
Yeah. And what did you end up doing? What did you do?
I look stupid. I look stupid 2 minutes.
All you gotta do is do most musculars and go from one part of the stage to the next part of the stage.
Well, if you want to use any of Chris's songs, you got to bring just one thing with you. You got to have some rhythm. If you don't have,
You're in trouble.
if you
Bring
don't,
that with
yeah,
you.
if you don't have rhythm, it's like reading a book being blind.
Milos.
But it's
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 57 in
Wow.
3 months.
And you, Chris?
55. Double nickel.
Wow.
Chris is the young buck on this channel here.
Nice,
He's the
man.
young buck.
Yeah. Fuck yeah,
Silver sneakers.
yeah. So Chris,
Oh,
are
man.
you coming to the Arnold?
Yeah, I don't leave till Thursday, and I get there in the Thursday evening.
Are you doing something there, or are you just hanging
No,
out?
I'm just I just want to take it all in and check out. I just want to see the guys close up, and I don't want to be watching a screen. And try
Where
to
you staying?
add some
Where you staying at?
the AC, like right there by Front Street by the Hilton.
Oh, okay. Milos, where you
Right,
staying
right.
at?
Hyatt right next door.
Oh, you're staying at the Hyatt. That's
I was like Hyatt better, so I just walked there.
yeah. I stay where it's free at the Hilton.
Hilton?
Yeah. So I'll take whatever.
You get free.
Man, last time I had a free room at the Hilton, I still end up paying almost $1,000 in taxes and wherever the fuck else they be.
How do you
charging it.
stay for free and you pay taxes?
Well, I mean, when they got me a room the last time I went there, and then they ask you for the deposit and the whatever.
Oh,
taxes
you're
they
talking
had
about room service and crazy shit.
Room charges.
Nah, I didn't have no room. I never buy
How do
room
you?
service.
I mean, if they cover the room and taxes are paid.
Man, I don't
How
know
do you
what
get your
happened.
$1,000, Chris?
It was $900 some dollars, though. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
you ordered room service
I was pissed.
for a whole bunch of
I
people.
was like, man, I might as well pay.
Chris
You thought you
probably
had
had
a free ride.
he probably had a party in the room somewhere, you know.
No, bro, no. This would be when I checked in. They wanted that
Yeah.
shit. I was like, damn, dog.
You remember last year that they, because the Hyatt is attached to the convention center, and so is the Hilton now. Because you just
Right.
walk across the bridge,
Yeah.
and then you can walk through, But now on the other side,
back.
that hotel Hilton, that part of Hilton is open now too. Did you know that? You see, they were built last year right across the street. You know where the
I heard
bridge
there's
is?
another one. I heard there's another one. Yeah.
And that's open now. I think the new Hilton. That's the second part of the Hilton is open now. So I'm looking.
When was your first Arnold?
My first Arnold was '97.
97.
Yeah, right after that ad with me racing the Viper, Jen.
Okay.
They brought
okay.
they brought me to the Arnold for the first time back in 1997.
What
I was at a booth together with
What was that? Gin. What was that name? The company?
GEN. Yeah, Jen.
GN. Yeah.
I was at the booth with what's her name? Kelly Ryan.
Kelly Ryan.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
Kelly Ryan. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, man.
She was still innocent back then.
Yeah, before she married Craig.
Oh yeah.
Craig Titus. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember she was dating an Asian guy.
Oh, she was?
She was that time she was dating some Asian guy, yeah. I don't know who it was. But I remember seeing them at the club at night and you know, at the after party. Yeah, yeah. She didn't have her face done or nothing back then. You know, and after she did some stuff to her face that I didn't I didn't like it. So did what's her name? And this is what's her name? Milos, you did a couple of shoots with her. She was beautiful. That was for me the best looking woman in the whole fitness industry. The blonde. Yes.
Who?
Monica Brandt. Oh man, I love that girl.
Milos did a damn photo shoot with all of them.
That's what I'm saying. He did it. Yeah, everybody.
That's the only dude they would call. Like,
yeah.
Like, damn, dog.
Because I look small, man. That's why.
No, you're the only one. You were the only one marketable. Everybody else is just like,
I got a couple of covers, man.
Yeah, but I couldn't get the Flex magazine cover, right? Because I was just
they wanted
not enough muscle for a Flex.
You never got it. You never got a Flex cover.
I finally got it 99 when I blew up to like 280, right?
Oh.
So, that's when I got my Flex cover. You know?
Yeah. But Monica, she was so beautiful, and then I think she started doing something to her, and I didn't agree with that either. So
she's going to be at the Arnold Classic.
Yeah,
she's good. She's.
I mean, she still looks good. I mean, come on. I mean, I can't say she looked bad, but I like the natural one better.
Yeah.
But then again, you get older, you know. I mean, shit. Just because you look good at 25, don't mean you're going to be looking good at 50, right? I've seen people change a lot.
Oh yeah, looks fade.
Yeah.
Looks fade.
Yeah.
But have some charisma, some character.
Especially females have the opportunity to really change their whole look with the damn makeup. Because I see that shit on Instagram now every day. There's some crazy females. Man. Crazy females look terrible. Next thing you know, they make themselves up and they look like a fucking model.
Yeah, but they gotta wake up in the morning without that shit.
Yeah, I'll be like, you better be like, don't wash your face, bitch. You better not wash your face.
Turn around.
No, but this is crazy.
Yeah, literally those 60 years old, ugly grandmas that by the time they finish, they look like 25 top models.
I'm telling you.
I know what you mean. Because, my wife showed me a few times. I said, this is impossible. There's no way in hell. I'll send you some of those. This
should be prohibited to be bullshitting like this. I mean,
yeah, but
why don't they give us why is this only for females? Why they never started for men? Makeup for men. Why this was never a thing?
Yeah, but what about when you see people on social media and then you see them in person and be like, that's not the same person.
Yeah, but that's why when I watch any videos or pictures of girls in social media, they look fucking fine as hell. I said, you don't know, there might be some ugly bitch under there.
It's the right,
hey, hold on.
The right angle, the right.
We all have those early internet stories, right? When you start talking to somebody and they're sending you the picture, and it slowly, downloads, and they say, "Oh, that's looking good. Okay, see you at 5."
Yeah, you got.
See you at 5.
Not the same girl. Like they showed up at your door and they can't go through the door.
Yeah.
Then they mad because you shocked. Like, don't get mad because I'm shocked.
Yeah.
The hell out of me.
I was in England and you peek through and it's like, oh shit, I'm going to be quiet. I'm not opening the door.
Then they get mad at you.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the benefit the females have. They can change their look in no time. They can be someone they're really not, and I'd rather have
I was gonna ask Murray, who were some of your favorite training partners, man? Like, who did you train with, or did you have a coach, or how does that work? A lot of us had training partners.
Well, I had 3 training partners that were competitive bodybuilders. Also, none of them turned professional, but the best training partners I ever had. I don't think I would have ever turned pro without having them and supporting me and pushing me. But my coach at the time, for probably 4 or 5 years was John O'Regan. He just died. He just passed away about a few months ago.
Oh, really? What's his name?
John O'Regan. John O'Regan. He was an older man.
I don't know why, but I thought that you worked with Fakri.
No, I never worked with Fakri. I know Fakri well, but I didn't work with him. Everybody in New York City worked with him, but I didn't work with him at that time. I had met John O'Regan through a friend of mine from Massachusetts that I did the team nationals with years ago, and he was like, "I think this guy could help you," and I was like, "Really?" And I hooked up with him, and I never ate so much in my life. I never ate so much in my life. I thought eating 4 meals was gonna do it. Next minute, I'm eating 7 meals, and the size of the meals were like this. But it helped. Eating. If you don't eat, you don't grow. And
Milos, who was the guy? You worked with hundreds of people. Who would you say was the one who ate the most?
Sonny Schmidt, man. I mean, I live with him. I mean, it's a obscene amount of food that you cannot comprehend that somebody can eat that much. This is really, and that would be like one of those things. Oh man, I'm so full, right? 1 hour later, he starts eating again. I mean, I don't know, Chris, if you remember some of those tours, if you pay attention to him when we are at the airports and pushing the cart, he would always
Smack it.
and eat, right? And then I would cut him. What are you doing, man? I can't help it. Yeah, but big eaters, the guy that eats the least is like Max Charles. I mean, I promise you that Sin eats more than him.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. It's like impossible to make. And if he would, and he said it. Oh yeah, he tried once, had a few minutes, and he grew like a superhero. I said, Max, let me tell you, you're a pro bodybuilder, and size matters. And size with this kind of shape, if you can put the size on, Jesus Christ, you just can't eat. So we managed to drink some egg whites. That would be extent of his protein. He just
imagine if he could really eat, because he said he eats so little. How can he get that big?
Yes. I mean, Samson is had a good appetite, but we force feed it, and it's okay. Just put the protein shakes and extra calories that way. And really, I'm going to tell you this, as you already know now. I'm actually surprised that it's 297, 135 kilos. I checked, double check. It's 297, and he's still growing, and he's going to grow to the Olympia. And with Samson, he's getting bigger and keeping the shape. Or actually,
that's important.
Yeah. So you have to
keep that shape. He's going to be all right.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see his abs are better, and everything. You've seen the difference in the last video. You can see the quality. I'm
just baffled how people can weigh that much and eat that much and don't have a distended belly.
Yeah.
That's
because the portions are not huge, right? We eat frequent and we have an in-between meal. So everything has worked perfectly. He was up to 150 kilos, right? And now he's down to 135. So 15 kilos is 30, something pounds.
33 pounds.
There's a lot going on this weekend, the Arnold, and I know, Milos, you're a big fan of MMA, and so am I. And this is going to be.
But Milos can't watch it this time.
I know.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Milos is going to have to go eat with his athlete while I'm watching the UFC.
Yeah, I hope. I hope we're gonna have to celebrate. But you know what? I can download them on the phone and watch it.
But how?
I'm coming.
Do you have to subscribe? Do you have the subscription with ESPN Plus?
Yeah, I always have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can watch it on the phone, but it's no fun on the phone. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's not fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in my room. I'm gonna be in my room with this here. I'm gonna bring my HDMI cable. 10-foot cable connected to the TV in the room, and I'm going to watch it on the big screen.
I'm going to be watching it too. I cannot wait.
Because the good thing is it's perfect with the timing, and it's the same as last year. because we finished the finals just around 10 o'clock p.m. And that's when the main card starts.
That's when the main card starts.
I go straight to the room, and I'm gonna go start watching the main card. And then after the main card, I'm gonna watch the prelims.
I hope I'm going to be celebrating with Samson. So
Let's talk about.
You got a hell of a shot, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, listen. He's got a great shot. He's just his chances of winning the Arnold are just as good as Nick, Ramy, Andrew.
Yeah.
And
it's a toss-up this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of upside for him as far as he's got all the attributes. He's harder,
and he's still bringing that hype from the Olympia. I mean, the judge is going to see him. They can't wait for him to walk out.
And compose.
I was thinking about something, and I was thinking about Nick, and I was thinking to myself, if Nick was 100% at the Olympia, how much better can he be at the Arnold?
I don't think he was 100% at the Olympia.
Yeah, me neither.
And I think I just saw a post, I think, where he posted today, where he's going to be lighter than the Olympia. So that means he's going for super peeled.
But the thing is, like, when Jay tried to do that, it didn't work out that well.
But I think when you compare Jay and Nick, I think Jay is a little bit taller. Number one, I think Nick is more compact, so he has more room to lose even a little bit more, and just be super peeled. I think we'll have to see. We can think and we can speculate all we want. At the end of the day,
And as this shows, it's going to be over with, but still.
Ramy obviously wasn't 100%, and Samson was probably close to 100%, but not 100%. So now, who's gonna like they made the most improvement?
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. The most upside.
It's always good for the ones that weren't as good at the Olympia to come in better now. So for Ramy, it's a plus for Ramy if he can come in the way he can come in. That's going to be like, wow, he changed from the Olympia to now. That's it.
Because Shaun Clarida was 100%.
Andrew Jack the same. He can change from the Olympia. Nick Walker can only get harder.
He's not going to get bigger.
No, he's going to be probably a little bit smaller, and who knows? Because once you have more detail, you probably create.
But you know what I'm saying?
You create more of an illusion. Yes, I get you. So it's going to be. Let me put it this way. Shaun Clarida is going to be Shaun Clarida, even though it looks like he's going to be a few pounds bigger. He can only win if the guys ahead, the bigger guys are off, slightly off. They don't have to be way off. They have to be slightly off their best for Shaun Clarida to beat him. If the judges give him the chance, that's another thing. I mean, if the judges don't put you next to him, you don't really know. Because pound for pound, I think Shaun Clarida is the biggest guy on stage.
Yeah, he is. I know Shaun. That kid is amazing. Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah,
I love him, but when you say that, come on, chest, no, width of the back, no. So you can't say he is the biggest guy on stage. Pound for pound,
put everybody on 5 feet and see where they at.
Yeah, but there are the body parts that he's missing. His shoulders are way overpowering his chest, So and then lat doesn't open as much, So you don't have that. You have as good as the back rear lat spread that he did on these pictures, it's still, when people open up, you can't really compare. So on the width, he's going to lose. Yeah, and
size-wise, he's going to lose. We all know that. But I'm saying, let these guys be off.
Yeah.
Considerably be off for the judges to say, oh, he's not as good as he was. Yeah. That could be a shot. If the judges allow that, that'd be a shot for Shaun Clarida. Listen, last week I predicted him to win, and this was just for shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? I don't really believe that he's going to beat these guys or some of these guys. I believe he can beat, William.
You're going to beat somebody.
I believe he can beat William. I believe he can beat and off anybody. if they're off. That's what I believe.
Okay. But William looking like last year Arnold Classic. How do you see it?
I see him fighting.
Yeah, if he's like a
I
last
see him
year,
fighting, but I still see him struggling because these guys this year are not like the guys last year. Last year he had one guy that was Brandon, and he didn't beat him. You know, but this time you got Samson. You got guys bigger than him with better symmetry. He had only one person with better symmetry last year. So therefore, I think even though if he looks as good as he did last year, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle.
yeah, see, Caprice, I see the bodybuilding in the direction of Samson and Andrew. That's why I put them first and second. And I know that a lot of people would argue, but yeah, I love Ramy. Of course, I love Ramy. But do Samson and Andrew, looking shapely and complete and everything else, need to be bigger? I mean, for the love of God, Samson's 297. You know, 6 foot.
You don't need to be.
Do we need to push more mass, more mass, more mass?
No,
You know what I mean?
no, not at all.
So
I think just more dense,
yeah.
not bigger. Because he's almost 300 pounds.
I think it's all about quality with Samson now. All about quality.
If Samson gets more quality and more quality, I think that's plenty big right there to win a physique contest. And that'll be something that's, you know, it's been hard for our industry to bring that look like he's capable of bringing.
And Milos, let him use some PROTAN this time.
He used it.
Let him use a little bit more, a few coats, 3-4 coats.
To light him up.
Trust me, it's going to look better on stage. Trust me.
Yeah, but we used it last time. Yeah, also, but
At the Arnold last year, I realized, and I don't know, this could have been just a screen that I'm looking at. Brandon was so dark, I couldn't barely see him. I couldn't barely see him. So was William. Too dark. And even Samson last year. I mean, I barely saw him on the screen. You know, I don't know if this was the screen, and I don't know what it looked like. You were sitting in the audience, right?
yeah, I mean, I've seen guys that are too dark, and we tried to lighten up. I thought that he looked good in a hotel room before the stage, right?
Yeah,
So
but that's different. That's different. There's no black curtain behind you.
yeah.
I would hate for him not to be able to show what he really has.
Yeah.
You know? But,
You know who was the guy that was just super ripped, super dry, separated everything? Eddie Abu. And when he showed up on the stage,
you
it was
see the
like
posing trunks.
black screen.
Yeah, you see the posing trunks.
Nothing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. But hey,
It's
only a few more days, and we'll see who comes out on top with $300,000. If he wins $300,000, how much you get, Milos?
Nothing. Zero.
No.
I always listen from the very beginning. I mean, I was always like this. He offered this percentage. I said, look, I was an athlete. You earn that money. You keep the money. You know, I'm not taking.
So you train people for free?
Yeah, I charge my coaching fee. My coaching fee is coaching fee.
Oh, okay. So you already have your deal.
I'm paid for my job, but for me to go and take a percentage of this, I don't feel right.
Well, some people do that. Some people don't.
no.
Some people don't charge for the coaching. They will say, "I'll get this much from whatever you make."
Yeah, I mean,
Which is fair. Because if you don't place, you don't. If you don't place, you don't pay.
yeah,
So much-
I've been there. So
you spend a lot of hours, man. Some of the stuff is like warranted.
No, but
yeah.
I understand Milos too. So you have your thing.
Yeah.
You compensated for what you do, and whatever you win, you win. Whatever you lose, you lose.
Yeah.
You know.
So he hands you an envelope. You're not gonna take it?
He would. He probably wouldn't.
yeah.
Throw it on the
Somebody
ground.
wants to buy me a gift or something.
I don't know the Milos now. I don't know the Milos now, but the Milos back then wouldn't take it.
But listen, I'm going to tell you this. This is good question for everybody who's even watching. When I was raised in Serbia, my parents didn't allow me to take anything from nobody. I couldn't, unless it was my birthdays was my family, right? So I wouldn't accept it, you know. And my father wanted me not to be greedy and asking for things and all that stuff. And it didn't hit me until a moment that I wanted to give something to somebody here in California, right? And they didn't want to take it. And I was like offended. Like, I really want to give you this gift from the bottom of my heart, right? And they said they didn't want to take it. And then it hit me like, oh my God, all my life, I didn't have that. So if you have a gift of giving, you should have the gift of receiving, right? And since then, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. But if I get this bottled water, right, from you, Dennis, every time I would be drinking water, I would think of you. It means something. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not like that necessarily anymore because, okay, you want to show your appreciations and do something. Now when we get older, I'm sure that every T-shirt you get from whom did you get it, or whatever little gift, they have a special meaning.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah. If he wins $300,000 and wants to, do something, yeah.
Take you and the wife on vacation.
Yeah, hey, there's no time for vacations. Nowadays.
Just tell them stem cells.
Let's hope he has that problem afterwards.
Yeah.
He's going to be buying a new house and everything, so I hope it goes.
Is he going to move to the States, or are you going to stay in?
I hope so. I hope so, because between us, he was kind of looking for some houses. He's spending too much time online looking for the houses in America, right?
Does he have kids?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's easy for him to just
You got a nice dog.
get up and leave.
Yeah.
That's a big dog.
I mean, I don't know. Samson,
Yeah.
When you see this, I have no idea, but yeah, I hope you move to Vegas.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, he was looking for some houses in Vegas too.
Well, that brings us to the end. Caprice, thank you so much, man, for making the time to come on. And
Thanks for having me.
Again, I'm going to make sure we put your email address in the description below. Once you see that video, you can check if you want to get in contact with Caprice for some one-on-one training.
Eric,
Chris,
and get some
Milos,
comments down below.
yeah, Chris, Milos, I'll see you guys in Columbus. Hey, bring a fucking sweater because it's going to get cold.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday, Saturday.
I'm watching the fight in your room.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, feel free, feel free. And
right.
and Milos, it's going to be -5
Oh.
I mean,
-5?
I'm not planning to
Celsius. Celsius.
-5 Celsius. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
I'm not planning on being outside the club waiting for a taxi. No more of that shit.
No more of that.
With a whole bunch of people trying to get a ride. I'm like, oh damn,
Oh my
freezing.
God, remember that?
Yeah, now I remember from that gym.
Coming from the church.
All right, guys, thanks you and appreciate you all. Love you all.
brother.
Caprice, be safe. God bless. Take care, guys.
Safe flight out
All
there.
right.
Nice to see you guys.
All right, bye bye.